So I cover a lot of high-end cards on my YouTube channel, but I know a majority of my audience is not in like the tax bracket that can afford these cards. So I decided to create a new segment called Collecting on a Budget, where I give you guys some suggestions on some cards and sets that you might have not heard of that include completely badass and still nostalgic cards that we remember from our childhood. So in the first episode of Collecting on a Budget, we're going to be covering one of my favorite sets of all time, the 15th anniversary Duelist Road Piece of Memory. A set that's separated into two boxes that contain extremely nostalgic cards in prismatic secret rare like the DDS that we know and love, and they are extremely cheap. And the set was released at a time when nobody was collecting, so the cards, in my opinion, are extremely cheap for what they are. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so what is Duelist Road? Why is it a special set? Why do I like it so much? Well, first of all, this came out in 2015, where Konami was celebrating its 15th anniversary. Now you have to understand the landscape for collecting before 2016 was completely different. There was not a lot of people who were still collecting Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh at the time. So when Konami celebrated its 15th anniversary, it did it in a very conservative way. It's not as flashy as you see it today. And of course, we had this two-part set come out in that time, and in my opinion, it's absolutely stunning. So let's get into the specifics. First of all, it's a 60 card set. It comes in 15 pack booster boxes. Each pack contains 7 cards. There are 3 commons, 2 newly introduced Millennium Rares for that time, and 2 prismatic secret rares. In the OCG, they call them secret rares, but here in the TCG, because we have regular secret rares and then we have like the video game promos, we differentiate between the two. So the commons are not really that important. The Millennium Rares, since we're covering this set, I guess I'll talk about them. So if I was to best describe these cards, it's pretty much parallel rares like what we covered in the Hobby League video, except instead of just regular patterns appearing on the card, it's a pattern of hieroglyphics. It's okay, in my opinion. It's not that nice. I definitely want the secret rares out of this set. But what makes this set really cool to me is number one, the reprints are inside. First of all, they chose incredible artworks, aka the original SDK, SDY, Dark Magician and Blue Eyes for these sets, and they put them in prismatic rares. These are the closest thing that we have to the original DDS Blue Eyes that we received in the TCG. But not only that, they also reprinted some unique artworks for Guy the Fierce Knight, Celtic Guardian, and a bunch of other cards that we have not really seen in the TCG even then at that point. And they printed them in secret rare on top. These cards were originally introduced as Series 2 Ultra Rares, and the artwork is just absolutely fantastic. But there's more. They also gave us a Ghost Rare Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon for the first time, and they also introduced 2 brand new spell cards that have Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl featured on them. And in terms of release, the set came in 2 different booster boxes, a yellow one that features Yugi Moto, and then the other one is the same thing, it's just silver and it's Yami Yugi. These 2 sets contain pretty much mostly exclusive cards to themselves. However, they shared the same set code. So they were both coded 15AX. The way that the cards were differentiated is on the second part of the set code. So the Yugi Moto side had JPM, and then the Yami Yugi side had JPY. That's pretty much the release information. Now let's get to the core of the set, and that's the thing that excites me the most. So the coolest thing about this is number one, these sets were completely collector exclusive. They only catered to the collector. They gave us awesome reprints of old nostalgic cards that looked amazing at the same time. These sets also introduced the first time we've seen a prismatic Blue Eyes since the DDS release in 2002. But anyway, I'm skipping ahead. Let's cover them individually and start with the Yugi Moto side. For the interest of saving time, I'm not going to cover Millennium Rares or commons because nobody really cares about those. The cards that really matter in this set are what we call prismatic secret rares on the TCG side, or on the OCG side, they just call them just regular secret rares. Alright, so check out this roster right here that comes in secret rare. We have Dark Magician Girl, Dark Burning Attack, Celtic Guardian, Red Eyes Black Dragon, Seiyaru, Magician's Valkyria, Guilford the Lightning, Sinister Serpent, Dragon Master Knight, Monster Reborn, Sage's Stone, Temple of the Kings, Polymerization, the Wicked Eraser, the Wicked Dreadroot, the Wicked Avatar. And that's only like half of the list. This set is so stacked in terms of nostalgia, and the cards look incredible. And now let's get to the one that's actually more popular and the one that features more nostalgic cards, and that is the Yami Yugi side. I hope you're sitting in your seat, because check this out. We have Dark Magician, Dark Burning Magic. We have Eternal Soul, Gaia the Fierce Knight, Summon Skull, Blue Eyes White Dragon, Sorcerer of Dark Magic, Dark Magician Knight, Dark Paladin, Arcana Knight Joker, Knight's Title, Harpy's Feather Duster, Ring of Destruction, Crush Card Virus, and now we have the 3 God cards Slifer, Obelisk, and Ra in their original art form. All of these are in Secret Rare Prismatic. But that's not even all of it. They also introduced a Ghost Rare Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon for the first time, and we only got that, in 2022 in Ghosts from the Past 2? They got that all the way back in 2015. But again, that's not all. One key thing that you guys should have noticed when I said that it was made in 2015, because at that time, they did not introduce the new layout for the cards. So what I mean by this is we have no holographic stars or attribute sign. The only thing that's holographic is the title of the cards and the image. This screams nostalgia. It looks exactly like how we saw it back in the day. In my opinion, I think that if you are trying to collect on a budget, you're trying to get the original art, DDS Blue Eyes, that amazing, gorgeous, prismatic rare, without having to pay $500, $600, $700 for a heavily played copy, you can pick up this copy right here for like $50 to $60, maybe even $80 if you're trying to get a really minty one. Pretty much every secret rare in this set, even if you're trying to go for the gem mint condition, all go for under $200 in PSA 10. There's incredible value with amazing artwork and amazing hollow foil patterns in this set that go for extremely cheap. You don't have to break the bank while trying to collect amazing nostalgic anime cards. But that's not all. Let's just say you want to open this set. Because there's 20 secret rares and the booster box comes with 15 packs, each containing 2 secret rares each, you can pretty much pull the whole set in 1 or 2 boxes at most. That's unheard of for anything produced by Konami. In my opinion, this set is absolutely magnificent. It is not only memorable because it celebrates the 15th anniversary, it's memorable because it gives collectors what they want, the ability to collect without breaking the bank. But wait, there's even more. Let's just say you're even on a tighter budget and you don't want to spend more than like a couple of dollars for each card. Well, they not only printed this in Japanese, but they also printed it in Korean. Most of my audience is North American, so most of you guys are not even reading the titles of the cards anyway. It doesn't matter the language, whether it's Japanese or Korean, it all looks the same for the most part. Well, the Korean boxes are so cheap for this set. You can pretty much open them and have more fun than opening modern sets. So not only are you able to open memorable products that gives you nostalgic cards, you're also able to collect an amazing binder that looks fantastic with amazing rarities, with older layouts, no hollow foil stars, none of that. Like, it looks like the original, and you get to do it on a budget. In my opinion, I think this set is a no-brainer. I honestly think that the cards are a little bit too cheap for what they are, especially since some of them don't even have higher rarities. Like, for example, Magician's Valkyria or Sorcerer of Black Magic. These cards don't have any higher rarities. This is the highest they go, and they go for extremely cheap. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is my first recommendation to you guys who are on a budget but still have the passion to collect. Let me know your thoughts down below for this set. If you guys have any suggestions for this topic, yes, I'm gonna be covering Speed Duel soon. Don't worry about it. Leave them in the comments down below. If you want to support the channel, you can like the video. You can subscribe if you want to see more collector-based content. And if you want to support me further, you can also join my Patreon to get early access to my videos, a chance for me to answer any of your questions, and you can also pick yourself up your own Gardena binder at strictlysealed.com. I make these myself. They're made by a collector for collectors. You guys will love them. I recently introduced my new sleeves. If you're interested in those as well, the links are in the description. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed and I hope you learned something. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.